Okay, this is video 2 of Intro to Illustrator, and we've had these shapes, and you notice I have my black pointer tool. If I click on every one of these, in order to do something to a shape, you have to click on it. And we're in a vector format, which means that it's all made up of mathematical lines. So you notice that these Beziers, or these points, shows how many points make up a circle. The difference between a vector file and a raster file is a vector can be resized very small or enlarged, say 500%, and it keeps and maintains its resolution or clarity. Where raster is a Photoshop, or it's based on pixels, so we have to recognize the difference between the two. But in this case, we're in a vector program. Okay. In order to do something to each one of these, you have to select it. Well, I'm going to select it and hit delete. Select, delete, select, delete, delete. Okay, our first project we're going to do is we're going to create a flag. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is come down to my shape tool and go to my rectangle. And I'm just going to click and pull out. Now we can reposition these later, but right now this is what I'm doing. And by default, I'm just going to click on it and drag it to the bottom. By default, our stripe is going to be white with a black outline. Well, I don't want a black outline, so I'm going to click on that stroke in the box to make sure it's in front, and the little tab underneath that looks like a scuba sign, I'm just going to click and it's going to say no stroke. Now click on the fill and bring it forward and double click, and it's going to bring up the color picker. Okay, and in the color picker I'm just going to go into red, click on it, and then hit OK, and it automatically fills it with red. Okay, we're just going to do, I'm going to click on with the black pointer tool, and I'm going to hold my shift and option. Or let me describe this real quick. If I click on it and hold my option and click, I can pull it over to the side, but you notice that it's going all over the place. So when I get it to the side, I'm just going to hold my shift key to make sure it's exactly. Okay, so let's do that again. Hold your option, click, pull over, and then hit your shift and option at the same time, and it will make they're perfectly aligned on the top and bottom. Okay, click to deselect, just click anywhere on the artboard. So I'm going to select the first one, select the second one, hold the shift. So in other words, I'm going to click once, hold the shift key, click twice. So they're both selected. Now, from the bottom up, you see the magnifying glass, and then there's two tools up, which is blend tool. Shortcut is W. I'm going to double click it, and I'm going to, up here it's going to ask me what do I want to do. I want to make specified steps. So I'm going to click on it, and it's going to ask me how many stripes do I want to put equally spaced between these two. Well, 8 is a little too much, so I think if I put 4, it might work. Hit OK. Now, you have to first click somewhere on this shape, and wherever you click on this shape, you have to click exactly on the second shape. So I'm going to click once, and then I'm going to click twice, and you see the little add sign, and it will automatically do this if we click in the wrong place. So I'm going to start again. I'm going to click on this left one and click on that one, and it makes a perfect shape aligned. Okay? Notice that it has a string through it. That means that this has been placed as a blended group. After we blend it, I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to say Object Expand. And what it's going to do is make this into a group. It's going to say, what do you want to expand? I want to expand the object and the fill. Hit OK. And now these are all one group. You can move them together. You can click on the side, you can reposition them, what have you. Okay, so try doing that. We'll come back with the next one.